Yeltz TV are proudly sponsored by the Big Pet Store and Ace Embroidery. You can check out their website links in the description down below when we post this as a YouTube video later. Hello and welcome to another live Yeltz TV podcast. This is our third attempt now, and we think we're definitely getting better. But as always, please let us know your feedback. We'd love to hear your comments because we're always trying to improve our content here on the channel. So this evening, again, I am joined by Reece Charlton, who appears to have disappeared for the time being. We're sure we can get him back at some point. But first of all, to get this started, we're going to ask the question while we wait for Reece to come back. So we've got a few questions for you guys tonight. First one being, a few weeks ago, Ben Hazley scored his 100th goal for the club. We want to know who else has hit this landmark. Sorry about that. We'd like to find out who else has hit this landmark for their respective clubs, and we're sticking in the Midlands, so who has scored 100 goals for Halesowen, Aston Villa? Well, there aren't any, I can tell you that now, so don't bother. West Brom, Birmingham City or Wolves? So that's the first question. Second question for us, which player has scored a hat-trick in all 4 divisions, both domestic trophies and at international level? So there's only one player we think for that, so get your answers in quick for that, please. And finally, this is our favourite one. We're going to keep this continuing throughout the weeks up until Christmas. Can you name any football players who have a Christmas theme to their name? For example, Santa Cazorla, rather. So, Reece, is that you? Are you back?
Yeah, it looks like it's working.
Reece
now.
is back. You have me worried. Then I had to do this on my own.
It's the internet. It's the internet's fault, not mine.
For Reece's benefit, I've only just read out the questions, so we can get on with the podcast. So first of all, we're going to go back to the game against Gresley in the FA Trophy third qualifying round. Was it a good win, Reece?
Yeah, it was a good win. Yeah, I mean, even though Gresley are in the division below us, we do need to put that into consideration. But there was still a really good side on the day. They proved that they've massively developed since we last played them a year ago at the Grove. I mean, we absolutely battered them that day, and a 5-0 was a really comfortable win for us at that time a year ago. But you can really see Gresley have improved in a side since last season. I mean, last season they were a mid-table side, just drifting in the middle, not knowing where they're going. And well, to be fair to them, they've had a complete turnaround this season. I mean, playoffs are a possibility for them. I think they're still fourth in the table at the moment. So playoffs are a possibility, and they're a really strong side. And they just the only thing that ruined the game for them was they just run out of steam in the last 15 minutes. That's why we won the game. So they just ran out of steam.
A few simple mistakes from the Gresley team, well, especially for the second goal, really.
Yeah, it was. There were a few mistakes, but I mean, overall, I don't think their whole performance should be judged on that. They gave a really good game at the end of the day, and wow, it could have been a potential scare if they kept going for the next 15 minutes. I mean, we would have had to make a trip up to their place yesterday. So you know, it was a shame. It was a shame for them because they gave a really impressive performance, in my opinion, but.
Yeah, especially in the first half. Like, they really looked as if they deserved the replay, and to be fair, if they'd have scored a goal, we'd have been in a lot of trouble. Although,
yeah, we would have been in a lot of trouble if they got the goal, because I think they would have held out with a 1-0 win. I think they would have just held back and just
under pressure a lot.
Yeah.
So the first round draw proper was done on Monday. We've been drawn away to Gateshead. Now, it's a long way away from the Grove, so it's a similar trip to Blythe. But it would be nice to play. It will be nice to play such a big conference team who are doing well in their league. But it'll be a tough tie for the Yeltz, won't it?
I mean, yeah. I specifically said Gateshead would be one of the worst ties we could have got in the extra time showing on Saturday.
Yeah.
And that I was just sitting there thinking, we're gonna get one of these now. And we did. And I just remember clicking on my phone on the Monday. It's Gateshead.
So there you go. Curse of the Charlton there.
But at the end of the day, yeah.
For analysis again.
But at the end of the day, it's still a magical tie. I mean, well, I say magical. I mean, for the FA Trophy, that's possibly one of the best ties we could have had. Thinking about it now, I mean, it's a nice trip up for the fans, a big team.
Mm-hmm.
If they get coverage for BT, that will be interesting. That'll be very interesting for us, and that will be some funds at least for us. Funds for the club, I mean, like funds for the club. So that's not the reason you should be thinking about it, though. I mean, it will be an exciting day out. I mean, if we could come away with a replay, then that's a massive achievement for us. So if we could come away with a replay, that's a massive achievement. But also, if we could even just go that little bit further and get the win, then surely it'll be another memorable day for the Yeltz if they could snatch that. But we should just go up there, enjoy the day out, because it's Gateshead it's a lovely stadium. I've been there once, and I think I went up there when I got to the FA Cup first round last year, and it was a lovely ground. So it would be nice to just enjoy the day out, really. Yeah.
Yeah, we did actually talk about this in our extra time show on Saturday. So if you haven't seen that already, stick around for the live podcast first, please, because we don't want to lose any viewers. But you can go and watch that afterwards on the channel. I'm sure you'll find it, and watch the match highlights as well of our win against Gresley. So next week, well, this Saturday, we are going away to Grantham, and the Yeltz TV boys are going up there. I will be there this time as well. So, Grantham, they're doing all right in the league at the moment. Do you think we can beat them?
Well, I think in the form we're in at the moment, we could beat anyone. Well, I say anyone. We could probably give anyone a good go. I mean, we've settled into the league now. We seem to be getting better. I've said this before, but we generally seem to be getting better every game we play. Yeah. And the 3-5-2 formation that John Hill's come up with is working wonders for the side. I mean, we've said this again and again and again, but it's working, and I think that should be a focus point of why we're being so successful, because the 3-5-2 formation is really putting sides out. I mean, Christian Green and Aaron Griffiths are playing brilliant on the left and right wings. I mean, they're literally unstoppable at the moment. I think I can use that word. Because they're doing well. I'd say that they're playing tirelessly. They play every game, and they come on and they look full of energy all game.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we need in the side, just energy and energy and energy to keep going. And they proved that on Saturday, and they proved that every other game they played. So I think the 3-5-2 formation should be part of that. Like the way we've been playing well, but I mean Grantham, they're 9th in the table at the moment. I mean we could beat them. I mean we Barwell at the beginning of the season. Let's be honest. Look at Barwell now. They've gone up all the way up the table. Now they're 7th. So we could do that if we keep the form we're going in. We could do that. We're 15th at the moment. We've suddenly climbed, and the team
wins over Christmas would help towards that as well. I mean the way the team are playing, we could go quite far up the table if we keep going. I mean it would be how do you put it? I mean, if we could just keep getting some sort of results, so a draw, win. Yeah. By February, we could be in the playoff spots if we just keep the results consistent. We'll be above Stourbridge.
I'll tell you what, being above Stourbridge, that'll keep them quiet for a couple of weeks.
we play Stourbridge on Boxing Day as well.
It's a real crunch derby.
We want to see as many of you there as possible. I think we're going as well. The LCB derby game. Boxing Day, make your way down Stourbridge for that game. Rob Lloyd has sent us a tweet. He's not actually listening to us tonight, but he has sent us a few tweets at the moment. So he sent us a question for the Yeltz TV fans. So this is for you guys then. Who is your favourite Yeltz player, and past and present, and why? So send us a tweet, tell us what you think, and he's come up with a few Christmas names for us. Eisden Christmassy, and I think it's here, Danny Bragg-Holly, and Ivy perhaps, he says.
Who's your favourite player, Matt?
Well, I've only been to that.
Alright, so the few
games I have been to, Christie's looking brilliant for the side, he's scoring quite a few, but Ben Hazley, I think, after he scored 100 goals for the club, he's going to stay on, and he might even go 200. You never know. So at the moment it'll be Ben Hazley for me. Yourself, Reese?
That's tough. I mean, from the 2 seasons I've been here, I'm probably going to say Neil McKenzie. He's brilliant on the ball. He's got a brilliant sense of humour as well. So I'm probably going to go Neil McKenzie for that one. I think his style of playing for midfield, for the level he's at, he's doing brilliant with it. I mean, he's brought his experience down a couple of leagues, and it really shows in the side. And yeah, I'm going to go with Neil McKenzie.
Yeah, well, if you watch the start of the highlights video, Neil McKenzie does give us a little wave on the camera. So, we've got a surprise for you, Reese. Today being your birthday, we'd just like to, all of us on Yeltz TV, would like to wish you a birthday, a very happy birthday. Sorry there's no cardinal cake for you this year, but you're probably too old for that. Don't do a Yard Toure on us, because we haven't got cake. And don't run off to Stourbridge. That's what Dan's told me to say. So
You've let me down with no cake here.
Maybe one at Grantham.
Seems fair.
So keep your tweets coming in, guys. We're still waiting for a few. So we'd really like to see what you've got to say. At Hampstead 10 AFC, Mickey, you've got the answer to the player who scored. Is it the player who scored a hat-trick in all 4 divisions, the FA Cup and the League? Robert Earnshaw.
You wouldn't think that, really, would you? You wouldn't think that. I mean, I don't know. Has he retired now?
I'm not sure, because I don't know. But if you want to hear the breakdown, just for your personal facts, hat-trick in the Premier League was with West Bromwich Albion against Charlton in 2005. Division 1... Cardiff against Gillingham, 2003. Division 2, Cardiff QPR, 2002. Division 3, Cardiff Torquay, 2000. FA Cup, Cardiff against Bristol. I'm getting the gist. Cardiff are in this a lot. Cardiff against Bristol Rovers, 2000. League Cup, Cardiff v Boston United, 2002. And International, Wales v Scotland, 2004. Very interesting answers there. Now, Reese, I know you're a Blues fan, unfortunately. So, just to get everyone off the mark on these players who have scored 100 goals, just tell us about one Blues player. We don't want to hear it, obviously, but I've asked the question now. So,
well, the one who scored the most was Joe Bradford with 267 goals, which is I think it's miles off compared to other players. 100 goals. I mean, yeah, 267 goals. He played between 1920 and 1935. And as a Blue Nose, I generally think that record is going to be held for quite a long time before that gets beaten. So, yeah, it's Joe Bradford is the top scorer for Blues. And I think everybody, well, I say everyone, I think a majority of people know who the next top scorer is for Blues who's got more than 100. So, yeah, just drop us a tweet with your answer for it and let us know.
Yep. On the subject of goals, the Goal of the Month video has just gone up on the YouTube channel. That went up Monday, so you can keep your votes coming in. A lot of you are going for goal A. I won't give away who it is. Ben Ace's 100th goal. So if you keep your votes coming in, go and watch that video. Choose your favourite, and we'll announce that probably against Grantham, I think. So look out for that. Steve has tweeted us here. He's also got the Robert Earnshaw question right. Well done to him. And he also has a Christmas name, Roque Santa Cruz.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't think of that one. Where's he gone as well? I mean, he's disappeared out of nowhere as well.
He was at Blackburn.
Okay. I remember at Blackburn, Man City, and then I never heard of him again. Went back to Blackburn, and that's it.
Yeah, he hasn't been around.
Right, Earnshaw's still playing at the moment, believe it or not. He's in America. He's done what a lot of people have done.
Yeah,
to America. He's playing for Chicago Fire at the moment. And at the moment, Santa Cruz has gone back to Spain. He's playing for Malaga at the moment.
There's an interesting fact for you guys. John sent us a message here. An ex-Villa player, you might guess him now, Reese, although you are a Blue Nose, so you might not. We'll remember him. Juan Pablo Angel, Angel on the Tree.
Christ. I was going to say, that's coming back about 10 years now, that is.
Dan the cameraman has also suggested Fabian Delph. So, yeah, keep your answers coming in, guys. We're enjoying these. The Christmas names will run through into the next podcast, and we might mention a few in the next few games, possibly. So, we did mention this now in the Final Whistle show. The donations from when we were going round the club over the past 2 games. If you didn't already know, we've raised a fantastic £127.28, which we think is absolutely fantastic from new fans who have supported us since we started the channel up. So, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. And we're going to put the money towards, I suppose, like new cameras, new mics. It would be really good for our highlights videos if we had like a goal line camera, for example, which we might even be able to get one sorted out for Grantham. So, yeah, I'd just like to thank you all for your donations, really. They're a massive boost to the channel. So, John Hill said, if you could add one non-league player to our ranks, who would it be? Reese?
That's tough, that is. Obviously, you're going to pick someone from the Conference Premier. Obviously, that's going to happen. You don't really need strike force in Halesowen. We've really got, like...
Christie, Thompson Brown.
Thompson Brown. I think he's more suited as a winger, to be honest.
Yeah, he can still score a goal.
Yeah.
It's a tough decision, guys.
If you've got, drop us a message with what you think. You know, that's.
It's a really tough question, John.
It is really tough. I think what I'm going to say is Worcester City. He's just suddenly come out of nowhere. I think, Geddes. He's just come out of nowhere, and his skill. Like, I mean. He's just bounced back into form, and it'd be brilliant to see a player like him. Like, you know, I mean, the Rabona he did the other week. Wow. He just come out of nowhere. I mean,
okay, out of nowhere.
I mean, I went and seen Worcester a couple of weeks back, and the skill of the side for a Conference North side is unreal. They play like a Spanish. Throw went there. Sorry about that. They play like a Spanish team. And it's brilliant to watch. I mean, there was a free kick they had. And they were about 20 yards, and I think it was Geddes and Jordan Murphy on the ball. And one of them run over the ball, and so did the other. And everybody got confused, not realising Geddes had run round and clipped the ball into the box to just see a bloke jump up and put the ball in the net for about 5 yards. I think he backheeled it into the net, and everybody was just saying, like, whoa. So, you know, for a conference North side, Worcester City, I'm going off anyway, but going off on a tangent here. But if I was to pick, I'd probably go Sean Geddes purely because of his form at the moment.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to put this back to John. John, who would you go for? So, you know, send us a message. Who would you actually choose, perhaps to put in a Halesowen Town squad in future seasons? We're still waiting on some answers from you guys on Twitter, so if you could get them to us, because we're still waiting. I'm going to donate an answer to some of the players who've scored 100 goals. For the Albion, Jeff Astle, 292 appearances and 137 goals. I couldn't tell you much more than that. I'm not an Albion fan.
Well, nor am I, so I can't help much there either.
So, Reese, what are your predictions for the next couple of games? Grantham and Gateshead.
Oh, don't even ask me about Gateshead. That's too tough of a call.
We'll just go to Grantham then.
Grantham, I think we could win that. but it's going to be a tough game either way. I think we could come away with a 2-1 win. They are side that's proven themselves lately. It is a tough game still.
Mm-hmm. Could be a draw. We want to win for
Halesowen. We want to win. Just
I'll take a draw.
Because, yeah, but I mean, we take a draw because it gets us climbing the table again. But a win, if we win on the weekend and Starbridge lose, and we're level on points with them, you know, everybody's going to
especially running up to the game against Starbridge on Boxing Day.
If we are both on the same points when it comes to that game will mean even more. Even though it means a lot already, it will mean even that bit more. Because whoever wins goes higher, and that would be brilliant. Brilliant game to watch on Boxing Day. That will.
Yeah. Also for Gateshead, they will be taking a coach up to Gateshead, so if you want to get some seats on the coach, because it is a long journey, we reckon it's about 4 hours. You can
easily 4 hours. Easily 4 hours.
Yeah. If you find the details on the website, you can ring Sheila, ask her to put you down on the list for the coach. We're hoping to take quite a few fans up to Gateshead, being a conference side. So,
I mean, we had a few up for Guiseley, but let's get even though it's a long journey, let's get even more up to Gateshead.
Yeah, Rob says hashtag Sheila's wheels here. Everyone get on Sheila's wheels. We want to get as many of you guys on the coach as possible. So we're still waiting on some messages on Twitter. You guys haven't been very active tonight.
That's been a quiet night in for us here.
Yeah, we're barely hitting 25 minutes today. Message from Dan. He has a superstition. He always brings his Halesowen scarf to a game. So that's interesting. Reese, do you have any superstitions for each game?
Always have a can of Dr. Pepper with me. Oh, brand advertisement. Oh, well. I always have a can of Dr. Pepper with me, and I seem to win when I have it. I mean, I took the first couple of games, didn't have any win for. I mean, when did we lose? We lost on non-league day. And that was like, I need to get the cans of Dr. Pepper back. And as soon as I brought them back, we started winning games and getting the points. So it looks like I'm going to have to start bringing cans of Dr. Pepper. Wow, I won't need to start. We're in brilliant form. I just need to keep bringing them.
For me, I've only been to 2 games and we won both 2-0. So
you need your microphone.
I need my microphone.
You need your voice. There you go. Your voice is your superstition. You need your voice.
We need my voice on the videos because we lost midweek in the Senior Cup and I wasn't actually there. Scott Mitchell on Twitter says to John, Lee Hendry, bring him to Halesowen, perhaps. What do you think of that, Reese?
Even though he's a Villa player, I thought he was quite decent on the ball.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, he's still playing in lower leagues, so, you know, the more experience you can get, the better. So, you know, in a non-league perspective, yeah, bring him. Get him.
Oh, bring him in. Reese, can you stop eating your pizza, please? We can hear that over the mic.
Oh, right.
just hold on.
It's only just came. It's I have to watch it now.
Too tempting for him. So you're gonna watch this back while eating your pizza. So we're probably going to end the show here a bit earlier because we haven't had too many tweets come in today, which has shortened the show. So make sure to stay tuned for the winner of the Goal of the Month. We'll probably upload that along with the Grantham highlights and hopefully another final whistle show. If you didn't check out the outtakes at the end of that and you just skipped through it, make sure
don't watch it.
No, make sure you watch the outtakes. They are.
Oh, yeah, the outtakes do make it that. Well, they made me laugh because it was mostly my fault. So.
Hi there. Yeah, I won't give away too many spoilers. So
yeah, that's me.
One late message from Steve. Steve, you're lucky. Malcolm Hazelwood was a good one. Played for Kidderminster as well at Wembley in an FA Trophy final. So
yeah, let's keep
another player to put on the list. Keep
So
thinking,
let's,
and we might
keep
read out some
thinking
more.
FA, keep thinking Wembley, keep thinking FA Trophy,
Yeah,
because you know we
and
can believe we're allowed to do that.
of
So you
course
know,
we can believe.
it's
One more
yeah,
Christmas name coming through here. Joe Ball. Wow. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dan. Keeping it the Halesowen theme. So we're going to wrap up here, guys. Keep your Christmas names in your head, because we'll probably use them in the next podcast if you actually tweet us any answers to questions we will come up with. So yeah, leave a comment. Leave a comment in the forum. Leave a comment on Twitter. Let us know how you think we've done tonight. And one more, Ian Holloway. Dan, you can stop now. I'm trying to wrap up here. Get it? Wrap up? Christmas, you wrap presents. Woohoo! So, from all of us here at Yeltz TV, very good, we wish you a very good night. And for now, up the Yeltz.